4, 3, 2, 1.
Check 925. Off.
Atlas flight underway. Let's listen to Mr. Rob Gannon providing launch vehicle ascent data from the Digital Imagery Lab at Vandenberg Air Force Base.
Check 926. Engine operating parameters looking good. We have Atlas PU and closed loop control. And flight control data looks good. Grounded SRBs continue to operate normally.
The Terra spacecraft is the flagship in a new series of NASA satellites known as the Earth Observing System, or EOS. Terra is part of a precedent-setting program designed to provide daily information on the health of our planet. The satellite takes a global approach to data collection that will enable scientists to study the interaction of oceans, lands, atmosphere, and biosphere of Earth.
We live in this, on this planet. We breathe the air, we drink the water, we use the land to grow our food. We need to understand the changes, the natural and man-made changes in this planet.
A joint venture between the United States, Japan, and Canada, Terra orbits the Earth at an altitude of 440 miles. The spacecraft crosses the equator at the same local time each morning, when cloud cover over land is at a minimum, so that its view of the Earth is least obstructed. During its 6-year planned mission, the data gathered by Terra will enable scientists to more clearly understand the causes and effects of global climate change, and to understand how the Earth's climate and environment function as an integrated system. The process of placing this new satellite into orbit began on April 16, 1999, when a C-5 aircraft delivered the EOS spacecraft to Vandenberg Air Force Base, California, to begin its pre-launch processing. The 21-foot-long, 11,000-pound spacecraft was delivered in a specially constructed transporter which provided a controlled environment for the spacecraft, protecting its sensitive 5 instruments. After being offloaded from the C-5, the transporter is convoyed to the Payload Processing Facility, or PPF. The transporter is built to disassemble to allow translation of the spacecraft into the clean room at the PPF. The spacecraft was then put through its pre-launch processing, which included extensive electrical and mechanical testing, as well as fueling of the spacecraft. Upon completion of this processing, the spacecraft was subjected to a detailed inspection and cleaning in final preparation for encapsulation. In late October 1999, the final preparations for encapsulation commenced, beginning with movement of fairing equipment into the clean room. Unlike many other spacecraft, EOS Terra is encapsulated in the PPF and then transported to the pad. A final measurement of the spacecraft's mass properties was then performed, followed by lifting and mating to the payload adapter, or PLA. Just prior to encapsulation, a final set of inspections and closeouts are performed on the spacecraft. In late November 1999, the spacecraft was encapsulated and final preparations for transport to the pad were completed. The encapsulated spacecraft was transported to Space Launch Complex 3 East at Vandenberg and mated to its launch vehicle, an Atlas 2AS, tail number AC-141. After several days of joint testing with the launch vehicle, the spacecraft went through final preparations for launch. On December 18, 1999, at 10:57 a.m. Pacific Standard Time,
4, 3, 2, 1. Main engine start and liftoff of the Atlas rocket with Terra, flagship of the Earth Observing System.
the EOS Terra spacecraft was successfully launched to begin its 5-year mission to examine the Earth's environment and begin the era of NASA's mission to planet Earth.
There go the ground-lit solids, and there are the air-lit solids.
separation.
We've had confirmation that the solar array is deploying as anticipated. We have certainly had a launch success.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ignition!
Copy ignition. 5 good engines. Copy 5 good engines.
Liftoff!
Copy liftoff. Sink it. Copy sink it. Good steering, good chamber pressure, good AGCs. Copy good steering, good chamber pressure, good AGCs. Copy back as green. Copy program nominal. I have radar.